put my pepper plant in this purple one. I think it will look really, really nice, and then I'll put a little fairy garden around it. So I'm going to make both of these into little fairy gardens. This one will go into the food garden because it's a food item. Yay, another food item. And this one is going to be going into the fairy garden. And I think I have another plant like this, but a lot larger. And I may very well put it near that. So that's what I'm going to do. That was my plan for today. So here we go. I put my coffee filters in the bottom to have the drainage slow down a little bit so it doesn't dry out quite so quick. But I do want it to drain. So with the coffee filters, the water still can drain out. It just drains a little on the slower side. That's all it is. Some small pebbles in the bottom of my containers. I wanted some small rocks, but I didn't have enough to put in there in both of them, and I wanted to get this project done. So just opened a package, divided it in half. So that was $1 for the little tiny pebbles, 50 cents each. Coffee filters I stole from my husband. So, and then of course the containers were a gift. So far we're into 50 cents. And each plant was, this plant here was $5. And this plant was $3. So far I'm into this one, $4, 50 cents for the rock and one plant. And this one here would be $5.50 because that's $5 for the plant and 50 cents for the pebbles. So that's what I'm into so far on this. A little more like water. I probably need to get one more container of blue, little tiny blue pebbles. But maybe I don't because I have these two products that I use with my water to give them more depth. This one here, believe it or not, goes to fire pits. And it's blue glass and it has like mirrors on it. So it shimmers and it's so pretty. And I found this product at Joann's and I use it in a lot of water scenes also. So I'm going to use this on top of what I have too. So I think with what I have will be fine. And I'm going to throw these two little mermaids in there because this flower pot here is going to go into my fairy shore. So this will be my first fairy shore redo today. Well, this is not a redo, this is a brand new one. But I need to go in there and redo that whole area. So this will be going into fairy shores when I'm done. Here it is. I got all my water product all down. As you can see, the mirror, fire glass, sort of shimmers and it's just so pretty. Even though it was very, very expensive to buy this container right here. To show you how much I still have left. And I have done at least 7 or 8 fairy gardens with this product. So it is expensive, but in the long run it really isn't because you just put a little bit on top to give it that little shimmer. And so when you figure that, it really isn't all that expensive. Maybe I've spent, I don't know, maybe $3 or $4 per thing that I've completed because this was just like a handful on top. I don't remember what I spent for this. I spent about a third of this bag from Joann's. Probably was like $7 or $8, so that's probably another $2 or $3 I spent for that. But I think it gives the effect I want. It looks like water, and it will stay looking nice for a long time, as long as I'm careful when I water. I just love it. Now let's get those mermaids in there and see what it's going to look like. It is all finished. I got all my little rocks and shells and my mermaids in here. I got these mermaids for $7.99 at Hobby Lobby. Not on sale, that was the regular price for a pair of them. So they were $4 each. The shells I already had in my yard. I got them from Fairy Shores. My grandchildren, when they go to the beach or go places, they bring me stuff back. And so no cost for that. The plant was $5. The sand and the shells, not shells, the glass and all the stuff that's in there probably came to maybe $4 or $5 for all of it because they're just part packages and stuff. And so it really wasn't that expensive. So we got $8 for the mermaids, another, we'll say $5 for the blue little pebbles and the little shells and the little glass rocks and stuff, and everything else I already had are free. So that wasn't a very big expense. What would that be, under $15 for everything including the plant? Of course the container was a gift, so I didn't have to buy that. but I thought it turned out pretty nice. I'm sorry it's not the best time because I got all these shadows, but to give you some idea what it looks like, it's going into Fairy Shores. And Fairy Shores is a total mess, so you're not going to see this in Fairy Shores probably for another 6-7 weeks, because I have a bunch of like 7 or 8 containers that need to be taken apart, cleaned up, and put back, and then I have a bunch of new pieces I've been collecting for over a year, so I have to find where I put them. So it's going to be a while. And then of course we had this one that I did. This one's going in the food garden, and that's a pepper. And the houses I already had, the little tree I already had, the container was brand new, I just got it as a gift. The glass, maybe 30 cents, because that came in a package from the 99-cent store, and I didn't really use that much of it. I used 2 packages of that green rock, and I used part of it at the bottom, so there's another $2. So that was $2, $3.50, that's maybe a $6 investment in this altogether, including the plant. Like I said, the pot was a gift I just got. The 2 houses I already had. The little house in the background you see, the little tree in the background I already had. And of course, I just got the rocks from the yard. So that was not very expensive either. So I'm done for today's Fairy Gardens. Hope you enjoyed watching me put them together. Bye-bye for now, my fairy followers. Until next time, bye-bye.